Hey guys, Brian here. Just wanted to hop on here real quick. I don't know. I got really bored and I just decided, you know what? I'm going to go on the camera and discuss about something. So I am going to talk about my coming out story. I've actually didn't come out. I was actually ratted on. And the way it came about, it was 1991 Easter. We at the time, two of my two sisters, was living in a house along with me. My brother was living elsewhere with his wife, so they both came over, with the baby, and so I've actually was having a nice time, talking to my sisters and my sister-in-law, having a good laugh, and all of a sudden I heard my name called. And it happened to my brother, and he asked me if I have any Playboy magazines. At the time, he was in the bedroom, and I says, no, I don't. I don't hold them. And he says, that's not like a guy, to not have Playboy magazines. I says, well, to be honest, I'm gay. And then he kind of, I guess he kind of had mixed feelings, but at the same time, he was cool about it. So he asked me, how do I know I'm gay? And in my head, I'm like, well, how do you know you're straight? So it's just like you just know, and I just had to, I don't know, I guess I had to prove it to him that I am gay, and I had a diary which was hidden underneath the closet where it was a box where you hold in your clothes. It's one of those, I don't know what you call it, those box closets, and I could maybe slide in the book underneath the whole closets thing. So I showed him, and he read a couple of pages, and he goes, you know what, that's cool, and we just left it like that, But I waited until he walked out, so I could be able to hide the diary somewhere else. Um, so I've, I went back into the kitchen afterwards, and we were having a good time. I guess my brother was in the living room with my mother and my stepfather, and all of a sudden my name was being called, and I went into my bedroom because my mother happened to be in there, and then of course my brother was behind the door, and he closed the door, and then my mother was a little shocked. She says, "What does I hear about you having these gay magazines?" So I says, "Yeah," and she says, "Yes, yes, what?" I said, and then I just had to blurt it out. I was, I'm gay. And she just couldn't believe it. I think she was in deep shock. But I really wasn't ready for it. But I think that um, if I came out earlier, I probably would have went to the gay bars or go to like gay functions, gay parades. I'd probably be feeling more comfortable because that's just me. And so I just my mother was like really in deep shock, and it took her a while to come around because she actually thought that I was, because she thought that I was gonna meet a girl and all that kind of stuff. So, but now that I'm out, I could do what I want. I could feel comfortable. Actually, by the end of Easter, um, the whole family knew, the friends knew. The next morning, the friends started knowing, and then um, my mother didn't. I don't think my mother ever said anything about anything to my relatives here in Ireland. So it wasn't until because at the time I lived in Ireland, Derry, Northern Ireland, between '92 and 2000. So by the time I left Ireland to go back to the States, my uncle, I started crying, because, the family didn't know. I didn't know what to do with my life. I was really lonely, and so asked him to come over, talk. I need to talk to him about something. And I just told him, what happened. I'm gay. And then he asked me, do you want me to tell, um, his wife, and which is actually my aunt, on my mom's side. So I says, you know what, you could tell her. I just don't care anymore. I'm having headaches. Rings around me, and I've at that point I didn't really care, and so the family ended up knowing. My relatives ended up knowing that I was gay, and that's how it all happened. I told my family you could either accept me or you could not talk to me ever again. And they some of my relatives they told me that they weren't opposed to it, of the gay, and but they respect me in a way that as long as you're happy, that is fine. That makes us happy, and but they just didn't really see the point of why I'm gay, and how I became gay and stuff. I didn't went into details of being gay because my first gay experience was with one of my cousins, and I was at age 10. So and I just won't, just I won't say anything of what happened, and whichever. But anyways, thanks for hearing me. I'm just gonna end this, and that's how my coming out story came. And even though that I've actually living in Derry, Northern Ireland again, I still kind of feel lonely because my partner had passed away a couple of years ago. My husband actually, and we were together for about 11 years. And so ever since he passed away, I've been like feeling really lonely and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I kind of learned to live with it, and so I just live day by day, of living by myself. I'm getting used to it, and I don't know. Maybe someday I'll meet somebody. You never know. Um, I mean, life is kind of strange. You know what I mean? It's um, one day you could be like really lonely, and the next thing, all of a sudden, someone comes into your life, and you really hit it off, and that's the most. Those are the great moments, that you should start your memories with. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see what's on TV, and I will catch you guys later. So you guys take care.